You've said countless times to myself and others, you can't buy experience.
Yes.
Seeing the experience Anthony's had over his career, going out to fight Kovalev, big fight with Lyndon Arthur, do you think in the coming years, given that experience, we will see the best of Anthony Yarde, and how does he fulfil that potential?
Absolutely, because if you look at it, I said it, a wise man does at the beginning what a fool does at the end. Yeah, I'm going to say that again.
Go for it.
A wise man, that should be the heading. Yeah, that's the heading of that's the clickbait. A wise man does at the beginning what a fool does at the end. And I say that to say that many of the aspirations and goals that these young fighters have, today we saw Shakan Pitters and other light heavyweights, they're all trying to get where me and Ant done at the beginning of their career. Ant done it at the beginning of his career. Let's get it right. You know, someone who only had 12 amateur fights within 4 years as a professional, fighting not just any champion, but the ring recognized. I think he got Fighter of the Year twice. Global champion. You know, nobody gave us a shot. And, you know, we all know that famous round, the 8th round. So Anthony, really, we done that at the beginning of his career. So let's get that right. So I feel that all of that experience will elevate him in this second half of his career.
Talk to me about Saturday night's opponents, Alex Theran.
Yes.
I know you study all of Anthony's opponents. What do you know of him? What do you make of him?
Tricky southpaw. He's a winner. Only lost against credible world-class opponents, and he cannot be overlooked. And as I said, we don't overlook. We're not into the business of overlooking anybody. It's just not in our makeup. We train hard, every day. And so, in terms of the preparation, it's the same always. The thing which a lot of people fail to mention is that you can always be physically trained well, but it's the mental aspect, which to me has always been the main part. And so the main thing is that Anthony mentally, Ade mentally, James mentally, myself mentally are all in a great place. And I feel we are all here for Anthony. And I feel that when all of us gel together, we're all vibing on the same vibration, the same level, the same frequency. You just see great things from Anthony. So I just feel that it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I can't wait.
With James in the team now, and as you say, this sort of new start for Anthony, have you learned anything specifically yourself as a trainer?
Every day. James said one thing to me. He said, you have to always put yourself in the fighter's shoes. That stuck with me. Yeah. That one hit me. It was like a left hook from Anthony, even though I ain't taking no left hooks from Anthony. But always put yourself in the fighter's shoes. And things like little gems like that are great for coaches. You know, not just me. That's something every coach should learn from. You know, because I think there's not many coaches at a top level. So it's great that even when you get to this stage, and I'm not talking like I've even achieved anything great, but I have done something. I have helped guided a fighter to the biggest stage in boxing. But I'm far from learning because I've got many years left in this sport, and I'm just happy now that there's someone that is in the gym with us that can say, Tun, yeah, you see that? Nah, take that away. Add this. And it all helps Anthony because, again, we're here to help Anthony. But James Cook is tremendous.
We know you're not going to overlook Saturday night. You've got an opponent I'm sure is going to come to win and take his big opportunity. But we know October 9th is set to be the rematch.
Yes.
Have you thought about that rematch at all?
As I said, the name keeps popping up in my head, and every time I'm reminded of it. But I kid you not, the focus. I haven't looked at no interview, ain't watched no of anyone. I'm just thinking about Saturday night. Saturday night is a world title fight. It's a world title fight. as if all of our fighters have been world title fighters. But the main thing, as I always said, it's the mental preparation. I've never worried about Anthony's physical preparation, regardless of what anyone may think. Occasions are often what can make people not perform the way you expect them to. It's nothing to do with fitness. It's the mental energy and the occasion of everything. So, as I say, we have been to the top of the mountain, so we feel that we're adequately prepared for anything. So anything Alex Theran brings, we'll have an answer for.
Tunde, just away from Anthony for a moment, just want to get your opinion on a few fights coming up.
Yes.
Anthony Joshua, Oleksandr Usyk, what's your thoughts?
Good fight. You know what? I listened to Anthony Joshua interview the other day. What a articulate young man. Very articulate, very down to... Because I'm not in the business of studying other people. I'm just being honest. Very articulate young man. Got a great head on his shoulders. Speaks well. You can see why he's a marketing machine. This is a good fight for him. Some people say it could be a bit tricky, but he's an Olympic gold medalist, as is Oleksandr Usyk. But size does matter, I believe. In this, not always, but in this situation, I think size does matter, because I wasn't impressed with Usyk against Derek Chisora. I wasn't impressed with his other trip to heavyweight. I forgot the guy's name.
Chaz Witherspoon.
Yeah, I thought it was Tim Witherspoon.
30 years ago.
I thought 30 years. I thought it was him reincarnate in the ring. I wasn't informed, but Oleksandr Usyk, what could I say possibly what this man hasn't done? There's no disrespect coming from me about that particular man. He's done everything. Unified the titles at cruiserweight, and he's got a dream. He had a dream to be a heavyweight champion of the world. Joshua's got the dream of unifying all the belts. So it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight. I have to go with my man. I'm backing my people. AJ. I want it to be a devastating performance by Anthony Joshua, and I want him to show everyone his true class.
And finally, final fight, I want to get your opinion on November 6th. Canelo-Alvarez, Canelo-Plant is in the diary. What's your thoughts?
I don't know too much about Canelo-Plant. I remember there's one opponent. The only reason why I know Canelo-Plant is because there was an opponent that we were due to fight that he fought. The fight never happened. But he looks alright. He looks a decent fighter. Good. They call him sweet hands, right?
Yep.
Is it something like that? Yeah, sweet hands. But he doesn't seem to be able to punch. And as we saw with Billy Joe Saunders and the other fighters, and even the fighters that can punch, Kovalev, Danny Jacobs, when Canelo hits them, they're on the back foot. They're just on the back foot. And it's not as though you can say, oh, we're going to outbox Canelo as well, because he can box. So I think Caleb is going to be a real tough one for Caleb, because he can't punch, he can box, but I don't believe he can box like that against Canelo for 12 rounds. No, we saw Lara do it to some success, but obviously he's a southpaw. Again, those southpaws. It's going to be a good fight. May the best man win, but I'm going with Canelo.
All right, Tunde Ajayi, appreciate your time. For Pro Boxing fans, anything you'd like to add? What can we expect? Anything different to expect from Anthony Yarde perhaps on Saturday? Excitement. That's what Anthony thrives off. He just loves to be exciting. He loves to be exciting, and the past year hasn't been a year. It's been a year that we wanted to forget. The main thing is that I'm looking forward to it because the fans are back, and I know Anthony thrives off an audience. He's like, all right, cool. Like he sucks it in for the positive, and it's gonna be great. And I just hope all the people in Birmingham, if they can't get a ticket, to come down to is it Utilia? I can't say it, but is it called the Utilia Arena? Then tune in Saturday night, BT Sports, catch the AY. It's gonna be great. There you have it. Tunde Ajayi, appreciate your time, and roll on Saturday night.